MD. I'm here at the NPC Rhode Island Championships in Woonsocket, Rhode Island with women's physique star and Olympia runner-up Dani Reardon, aka Little Monster, correct? Dani, you have quite a following, I know that. You're headed into the Olympia this year as one of the favorites. What have you been focusing on since last year's Olympia to make sure that you move up that one spot and get the title?
My belief in myself to take the title. I think before I was competing, and I knew I could be good, but I didn't know I could be the best. And I think what it really comes down to, everybody does cardio, everybody diets, everybody does all the same stuff. But I feel like what separates the people is that belief that they really can be greatness. So that's what I've kind of been working on, knowing my worth, keeping the faith, and training hard. Yeah.
What brings you up to Rhode Island, of all places? You're living in Florida, I believe. Right?
Yeah. Oh, it's snowing out. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is snowing.
I'm actually guest posing tonight. Yeah, so they invited me to come up, and my father actually lives on the Cape, in Cape Cod, so he'll be actually here tonight too. So I kind of get a double whammy. Yeah.
You're originally from Massachusetts?
Yeah, Cape Cod. Grew up there since I'm about 10, 12, and then we moved to Florida, and I've been back and forth ever since.
50 extra points for that, obviously.
Yes.
I've heard that there's a little thing you do with hoodies at shows. Can you explain that?
Yeah. So actually, I probably do it with this one. Normally, I have a hoodie that I have everybody sign. When I compete, I do a white one. And when I do guest postings or go to an expo, I do a black one or whatever I have. But normally, it'll say hoodie up, because I wear a hoodie when I train and when I do cardio, pretty much until I step on stage is when I take everything off. But then I have people sign it, because then I can take something back with me from everybody that I meet. And everybody's different, and I really like to talk with people and really get to know them. And if I look at my, my hoodie and say, "Oh, it's Ron, I remember him," it's like it really is like a little memory lane for me. So it says so.
Now you're tiny and adorable. So how did you get the nickname Little Monster?
Well, tiny, but I'm kind of jazzed.
Yeah, you are.
A little bit.
No, absolutely.
So that's kind of how it came. At first, it was Monster Clothing that was sponsoring.
Okay.
And I was with my coach, Eric and Kelly, on Team Freak Physique. So they were saying I'm Little Monster, and because I was from the north, it was Little Monster. And then I kind of broke away from that, and I did Little Monstar. My dad always called me a superstar, and I love the universe. So anything to do with stars, I'm game. So Little Monstar is kind of what stuff. Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's cool.
So competitive-wise, you're not doing anything until the Olympia, or are you doing something before that?
No, this is the only thing I'm doing, and then I'll be getting ready for the Olympia. I've never really had the pleasure of just putting all my eggs in one basket. Last year I competed at the Arnold, and then I competed at the Olympia. And this year I did not compete at the Arnold, and I'm just putting all my energy and focus into one show this year. Never done that. It's usually been 4, 3, 2, and now it's 4. So I'm excited to see how this turns out. I think the rest will really do my body good, and I'm ready to work. I missed the stage, so that's kind of what I was looking for, what I needed. I needed to be ready to prep. Yeah, so I'm excited about it.
I know you have a lot of fans who would love to see you get that title. I would love to see you get that title, absolutely. So best of luck to you. Great to have you back in your native area.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love the accent. I'm like, I'm home.
And I'm sure you're hearing quite a bit of that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dani.
Thank you.
For MD, I'm Ron Harris with Dani Reardon. Perfect.